Yeah.
Thanks everybody out there watching this. This was a big game at SKYLINE Paintball. It was the humans versus the machines, and it was a great turnout. I'm not gonna lie, it rained like all that week. It stopped raining that morning. It was humid as hell. I had some big issues with fogging of my glasses underneath my mask. Um, and without my glasses or contacts, I can't see anything. So definitely gave me some troubles. Shout out to the Echo Squad. They always show me love when I come out to SKYLINE, so big shout out to them. I got to run with them. It was fun. Normally I'm always playing against them, so that's my man Ace. So pretty much we pushed up through the depot, and right here I take a couple shots from the woods. You always got to make sure your area is cleaned out. You never know who's laying behind a log in a bush with leaves over top of them. So right now I'm just asking the guy if he sees anything, over the horizon there. He says it's pretty clear. So me and Ace from the beginning, we just said we just going to keep bumping on people and just pushing up in their face. It was unlimited respawn, so we wasn't really worried about getting shot because we know we could, come right back. So he's like, we're just gonna have some fun. He ain't played in a while. I just got back from Kilo, not too much earlier than this, which was amazing. So right here we push up to the woods. That was another thing we told each other. We ain't gonna be running out in the open. If we see woods, we're going to utilize it. Most people ain't expecting to climb through the woods. I used to think it was, some bullshit, but now I've realized why people do it, because most people ain't thinking people are going to be in there. So right here I take some shots from this guy, and he's pretty far out. I ain't going to front. My TPX was getting out there, but by the time they got to that shed, they were kind of going different directions. So I just stay at them. I'm used to shooting people from distances, and at this point, that Vulcan paint he was using, I call them yellow jackets because I can actually see them coming at me, and I just figured I'd put a couple shots in between his, and I knew I got like 3 over on him, so you know how that goes. But right here, Ace was like, I see 3 people. At this point, I knew we needed more than just a pistol, so I needed a speedball shooter at this point, somebody with a little bit more power, so we could, push up a little bit farther through the town.
Speed shooter.
And that was our plan. So I didn't want to be screaming, so my man Austin approached, pretty much let us know we just called an airstrike, and we're gonna bomb on these dudes.
Ace. Ace.
But back to what I was saying about the game, so because of all the moisture, my glasses kept fogging, and it made it real hard for me to play like I normally do, which is normally see, shoot, move, attack, and the first rule was cut off because I couldn't see anything. A couple of times I actually took my glasses off and just tried to look through my lenses, which didn't make much of a difference. Right here, the airstrike went through. We pretty much just ransacked the town, hoping that everything was clear. But again, you never know in these big games where somebody might not understand there's an airstrike and they're hiding in the building, and you walk by and they shoot you, and yeah, you're not out, but it doesn't feel good to get shot when you don't want to be, or not anticipating action. So that's what we did right here. We just kind of Did a quick walkthrough, making sure everybody's clear. It's got some people walking out. It was kind of a, I mean, the only con I would probably say out of this whole day is I just wish with the amount of respawn, there could have been a respawn point that you know, say for instance when Austin back there, I don't know if y'all caught that, he hit the slapstick and switched it to our colors. This should be our respawn point where when we get shot we should be able to come here. We had to walk a pretty good distance back to our camp to spawn, which that would be like the only thing I didn't like about it. But right here I link back up with Ace, back with Austin. So I didn't want to really say much as these guys was walking back to their spawn. I didn't want them to, you know, give them our plan of attack. So pretty much discussed, we just going to go through the left side flank all the way down the tape line as far as possible, through the woods as we go, and try to get up on the tunnels which leads to the castle. Right here, as I went through the woods, Ace had already surrendered these guys without a fight. They didn't even try to shoot or nothing. So decided to keep on moseying along, walking through sticker bushes and twigs and climbing rocks and everything. So right here we get up to the pretty much to the road, and these guys, all these guys are here have been shot, and they're walking back either because they're respawning or they're coming from the parking lot to go meet up with their general. And we decided to get up here. So right here, I could hear these guys talking coming down the hill, and I knew if I could let them get any closer they'd see my blue mask, which I heard one of them say, I think I see something. So I just opened fired on them. They were walking in a bunch, so I know I could hit at least one of them. So right there, I don't know, I fired probably about 4 or 5 shots, maybe 6. I know I shot one of them. I heard one of them say "ow." So you couldn't see the guy to the left, but he was deep in the woods. I was pretty much telling them there was I think there was like 4 or 5, and I think I shot 2. And then right here confirmed that I shot 2 of them. So I just want to let Ace know what I just did, see what he could see. Anything else going on?
Yeah. Hey, I killed 2.
So 2 down, and pretty much knew that right at the top of that hill, I didn't know how many people were there. Comes a tank, which chose to be on nobody's side except for who was shooting at it, and we definitely chose not to shoot at it. It would be a stupid idea, but some people was doing it, and hey, they loved it. So pretty much at this point I knew that the tunnels was at the top, which is an easy way to get to their castle, and we just got to go up this big ass hill. Now these the other 2 guys, I think I seen them run back up to the top of the hill, which meant they were probably going to bring some other people down and try to, you know, try to stop whoever took out 2 out of the 4. So, which I ain't worried. The more the merrier. Come out here to shoot people. So right here you can see 2 of the guys, well 3 of them, start walking across the top of that. I don't even know. It was like a hill. There's a guy with the red shirt on right there, and then the other 2, 3 guys. And what I noticed is one of the guys stopped and kind of was looking into the woods while the other guys walked across. And I knew either 2 things, so I shot him right there. And I was watching him to see if he was going to call himself out. And you can't see it right here, but he's kind of staring in the woods like, did I just get shot and by who? And I just waited for a little bit to see what he was going to do, see if he was going to call his friends over. And he was a pro about it. He called himself out, and you can see him walking right there. But I was surprised those guys stopped, and I knew that I had to take that guy out while I had a chance. So these guys obviously hear the shots. You can see the guy with the red shirt on. He comes back, fired like 4 more shots. I hear definitely shot one. I hear the other dude scream. And at this point, I realized, man, I don't have much ammo left. Maybe like 5 rounds left, and I can see one guy standing even higher than him. You can see right there, and another guy's coming with his back turned towards me. So this was my time to do whatever I could. So I take up off this hill and fire my 4 shots, which I thought I shot him. He turned around. He was surprised, and I don't know. Got shot from the top of the hill. So